Here's another Foolie. No, no, that's not. It looks so disturbing. It's just so disturbing. No, no, that is supposed to be crispy, hard. No, it looks like it's crunchy, but you can't do that. That's just a sponge. What the hell?
It smells like heaven, warm, soft, fresh. The bakery section in your grocery store is designed to pull you in, literally. That aroma of fresh baked bread, it's pumped into the air on purpose. The golden loaves stacked in rows, the crusty baguettes in paper sleeves, the shiny dinner rolls in clear plastic bins. They all scream homemade, wholesome, and delicious. But here's the truth smart shoppers know. Grocery store bakery bread is almost never baked from scratch. In fact, most of it isn't even baked in the store. What you're buying is often frozen dough shipped in from industrial factories, loaded with preservatives, conditioners, and chemical leaveners, then reheated or half-baked in store to trick you into thinking it's fresh. The artisan bread in the baskets? It probably spent weeks in a warehouse freezer. If you think that $4 loaf is better than mass-produced bagged bread from aisle 9, you're about to be disappointed. Here's why you should think twice before buying any grocery store bakery bread, and the dirty secrets 5 major chains don't want you to know. 1. It's not really fresh. It's frozen factory dough. Most grocery store bakeries don't make bread from scratch. They don't have time, staff, or equipment. Instead, they rely on par-baked dough, mass-produced by big industrial bakeries like Arista, Riches, or Lantman and Unibake. These doughs are pre-mixed, shaped, flash-frozen, and shipped across the country. All the grocery staff does is thaw them out, warm them up, and finish baking, often hours before the store even opens. The result? A loaf that smells fresh and looks homemade but is anything but. Par-baked bread is treated with emulsifiers, softeners, and stabilizers so it can survive cold storage and still look fluffy on the shelf. Some loaves spend more time in a truck than they do in an oven. 2. Loaded with hidden preservatives and dough conditioners. You might expect long ingredient lists from packaged sandwich bread. But the shocking part? Even the fresh bread in the bakery is often just as processed. Look at the label, if they even offer one, and you'll find ingredients like calcium propionate, mold inhibitor, datum, dough strengthener, mono and diglycerides, emulsifiers, sodium stearoyl lactylate, azotocarbonamide, a bleaching agent banned in some countries. These additives aren't there for nutrition. They're there to extend shelf life, make dough easier to handle, and create a uniform texture without the slow fermentation real bread needs. The label might say, baked today, but that doesn't mean made today. 3. Artificial color and flavor is common, even in brown breads. Whole wheat, rye, pumpernickel, many of these loaves look hearty and healthy. But a closer inspection often reveals a trick. They're dyed brown using caramel coloring, molasses, or even instant coffee powder to make them appear whole grain. It's all marketing. You think you're buying rustic bread with rich fiber and nutrients. In reality, you're eating white bread in disguise, with a tan. And flavored breads, like honey oat, cinnamon swirl, or cheese jalapeno, are often drenched in artificial flavors, sugary syrups, and cheese powders that have nothing to do with real baking. 4. Bread. Freshness is often an illusion. Ever wonder why that baguette gets rock hard by morning? Or why your ciabatta has a weird shelf life of exactly 48 hours? That's because grocery bakery bread wasn't fermented properly. Real artisan bread takes time. Long fermentation builds flavor, improves texture, and enhances nutrition. But time is expensive. So stores use shortcuts, quick-rise yeast, additives, high-temperature ovens, and chemical enhancers that simulate the crust and rise, without the depth. The crust is all show. The interior? Often underdeveloped, bland, or full of irregular air pockets. You're eating a rushed loaf that looks the part, but crumbles, dries, or spoils fast. 5. Cross-contamination and mystery ingredients are common. If you have allergies, especially to nuts, dairy, soy, or gluten, grocery bakery bread is a minefield. Most bakery departments don't clean surfaces between batches. Equipment is shared. Labels are vague or missing entirely. That vegan sourdough might have been kneaded with the same gloves used for cheese bread. That gluten-free treat next to regular bagels, probably dusted with wheat flour in the air. Smart shoppers know that unless a bakery has dedicated stations and clear labeling, it's not allergy safe, and most stores don't. 6. That aroma? It's engineered. Yes, the smell of fresh bread in grocery stores is deliberate. Chains use aroma machines or place bakery racks near the entrance to stimulate your senses and your hunger. Multiple studies show that the scent of warm bread increases impulse buys, slows your walking pace, and makes you more likely to spend on comfort foods. In some cases, the smell doesn't even come from real baking. It's pre-scented packaging or aroma diffusers that trigger your brain's pleasure centers. It's not about freshness, it's about marketing. 7. You're paying more for less. That artisan loaf costs $4.99, but a whole bag of name-brand sandwich bread is $2.49 and might actually last longer. So what are you paying for? The illusion of freshness, the fake crust, the half-baked marketing, the idea of real food in a factory-driven process. Grocery bakery bread is marked up for its appearance, not its quality. You're paying restaurant prices for warehouse bread. Which grocery stores are the worst offenders? While most chains use some level of par-baked dough, these 5 stand out for consistently offering low-quality bread disguised as freshly baked. 1. Walmart. Nearly all of Walmart's bakery bread is shipped in frozen, par-baked, or fully baked. Additives like dough conditioners, shelf-life extenders, and artificial colors are common. 2. Target. Their bakery items are more about convenience than craft. Most breads are pre-formed off-site and finished in-store with minimal handling. You're eating processed dough with a hot crust. 3. Safeway. Safeway's signature select and bakery rolls are often dense, over-soft, and full of preservatives. Their baguettes are infamous for turning to rubber within 12 hours. 4. Kroger. Many Kroger stores rely on frozen bread products from third-party suppliers, including white bread disguised as multigrain with a touch of coloring. 5. Costco. Surprisingly, Costco's bulk bakery breads, like their ciabatta rolls or French loaves, are often pre-made and frozen in mass, then rebaked on site. The quantity's great, but the quality? Not always. The better alternatives, and what smart shoppers do. If you want real bread, here's what you should look for. Local bakeries that ferment dough over time. Ingredients you recognize: flour, water, salt, yeast. Short shelf lives because real bread should go stale. No preservatives or conditioners. Crusts that crack, not bend. Or bake your own. A basic sourdough starter and some patience can give you loaves with flavor, texture, and nutrition that blow grocery bread out of the water. At the very least, read the label. Ask the bakery if the dough is made in-store. If they dodge the question, you've got your answer. Bottom line, the bread in your grocery store bakery looks warm, fresh, and wholesome. But don't be fooled. Most of it is frozen dough, mass-produced in factories, soaked in additives, and finished under heat lamps, not made from scratch. You're paying more for a loaf that was never truly baked with care. Smart shoppers skip the illusion and look for the real thing. Simple ingredients, real fermentation, and honest flavor. Because when it comes to bread, fake freshness is one of the most expensive lies on the shelf.